Hello.
Hey there. Hi again.
Hi.
Good
So
to see
am
you.
I on stage or on the backstage?
No, you're on stage.
All right. Okay.
You're broadcasting to the world.
Well, thanks for the great 3 days of Silverstripe talks, and yeah, thanks for having us as well. So, yeah, so I might share my screen. I've got a small module which we use to manage SEO data on websites, and I've got it installed here, so I can just like quickly run through you of what we have done, and if it makes life easier for you guys, like, yeah, pretty welcome to use it. So I'd start with, like, it's off-the-shelf module. You can install it on Composer, so pretty much like basic stuff. And then the only thing different is you gotta add this code in the page HTML than the meta tags default one. And it does quite a few things. Like, so when you install that, it gives you a SEO tab on your site config. And then there are a few like global settings which you can take. So before going further, like, I must tell, like, we inspired from WordPress's Yoast plugin to develop this. So this can, like, has a checkbox to disable search engine visibility, which add like no indexes on each page, and then has some basic social settings for the Facebook ID, Twitter username, and a global social sharing image. Embeds JavaScript or things like your Google Analytics or GTMs or whatever. And the robots TXTs, well, one thing we could forget pretty much is the robots TXT. So this have a controller which returns a TXT, the contents of the robots TXT when it's being hit. And then I'd go through these later. Yeah. Actually, no. And then variables where you can define various name value pairs, like yep. And then there's one thing called meta titles. So here you can define your meta title templates. So the idea is, like, for different sections of a website, you might require different sort of meta titles. And to have them on variables means whenever you change your template, all your pages gets their meta titles updated. So you could use this, can use this on the meta title and the description. So I'd have a meta title like my default title and have some tags in it. StripeCon demo. I choose the year for this. And then if I go to a page now, it gives me this this field which contains all your metadata settings. So I can have a focus keyword and my meta title. So I'd add something like my home page. And then I get my meta title templates. So if you notice, like, the preview here gets changed to what I typed in there, and it merged in the current year with the year tag. And yeah, and then I get the meta descriptions to write. And some keywords. And when you are, like, writing your meta titles, it just validates them and tell you, like, whether they're too short or too long, or whether they are duplicates or anything. And yeah, and then you get all your variables here. which you can chuck in there. So when you click, it adds that to the text field, and yeah, and it updates your preview. And then you get your Facebook like open graph data. So here you can add an image, and then another title, and a description, and you get your preview right updated right there onwards. And then yeah, same thing goes for Twitter. So afterwards you get some settings over like robots index, whether you want to index or should not index, and then your robots, whether to follow or no follow, and a canonical URL. So yeah, so canonical URLs for like whatever the URL you want to have the page in. Like, let's publish this page and see what it does. IW sources, I hope you can see this. However, it updated all my data here with that, with the info I just added in. And it also does some flags on your site tree with the updates you have here. So yeah, that's nice and quick, and that's all I've got. Yeah, hope if you have any questions, just shoot, and if it makes any use, like, yeah, keep on using. Thanks.
Thanks for the nice demonstration. Well, I didn't see any questions so far, but Jana Kraus was saying, nice vertical set of tabs. Have a look how you did that.
Yeah, well,
you can comment on that.
It's a React component, so it's built on the Silverstripes React stuff. So yeah, it's just like two lists, and the component is like pretty much basic HTML.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very cool. And Nathaniel is asking, does it have structured data generation too?
No, not at the moment. Yeah, but please send a like GitHub issue. Yeah.
Pull requests welcome, right?
Oh yeah, but it's pretty much. Yeah.
All right. Any more questions for Nivanka?
Canonical add option to choose another page. But I'm now getting like out of control.
What was the module called? A fair question.
Well, it's SEO. I just post the link here.
Yeah, that'd be good if you can just put the link to the chat. Ah, great.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Cool. Very cool thing. So,
okay.
Thanks again. Cheers to Sri Lanka. Take care, and hopefully see you next year at StripeCon.
Yep. All right. Cheers and bye.